Okay, so this is just a really quick update video because Google Sites finally updated a feature that I've been waiting for forever, which is custom themes. So we can finally customize a lot of the different aspects of our Google site without just having to rely on their pre-made themes, which really limited us. So now we have all these different controls over color, fonts, things like that. And let me show you exactly how to do it. Okay, so firstly, if we just go into our Google site, we just open it up. At first, it's gonna look really similar. I've already gone through the new custom theme thing, but when it first shows up, you should get a little pop-up here that says it's changed. But if you don't see that, all you need to do is go over to themes on the right here, just click down, and now you can see there's this area called custom, and you can see I've already created one just with my name. I made it super basic, but let's just create another one. Let's just click this plus right here, and as you can see, just for reference, these were just the old ones that were default from Google, created by Google, as you can see here, and they're really not very customizable. But now let's go in here, click this plus, create a new theme. Let's just call it tutorial, because that's what I'm doing right now. You have the option at the beginning to add a logo or add a banner image, but you don't have to do this. I'm not going to do it for this example, but you can always add it later. So now let's click next. As you're able to see now, you can create a color palette for your entire website. So for example, you can just choose from these pre-made color palettes, but personally, I like to create my own. So you can click customize colors down here and you're able to choose these specific colors that will be used throughout your site. So personally on my site, I like to keep it very mono color, so just black and white basically. So I'm just gonna set this first one to black, the second one to like white, and this third one to maybe a little bit of a grayish color. Pretty boring, but you know, you can mess around with it and get more creative, obviously. So let's click next here. Now you can choose a font for your entire website, which is super cool. Before, you wouldn't be able to change some of the fonts on your website, like right up here. These were built into the theme and you couldn't change them, but now you can set a theme and a font for your entire website. So for titles and headings, I just want to do it with this like typewriter-y font, Kutiv Mono. I'm just going to set that for titles and headings, and then body text, I'm just going to do the same. Again, my website's a little boring, but that's basically it. Now let's just click create theme, and it's going to create that theme. Now over in this right window, we can customize a lot more. So again, you can go in, you can change the name of your theme, all that stuff. You can also change the font and the color really easily right here again. But if we want to dive in a bit deeper to changing the colors, text, images, navigation, all that stuff, just click these different drop downs. So first, let's go through colors. As you can see, the default right now is black. That's what I set it to. So you can see the backgrounds are black and the text is white. That's basically what I'm looking for. But something that was annoying before is that when you went to change these little windows here, so like a text box, you'd have these different color sections and you'd have only these three options or the colors that went with the built-in theme. And as you can see, they're built over here. So we have style 1, 2, and 3. But before, what I would have to do is go in here and select an image, upload an image, and upload like a black image if I wanted a black background. But now what we can do is simply just go into here, choose our background for each of these. So let's just say for style 2, we want the background to be black. So let's just select black here. And now if we go into our color palette, basically now we can select style 2 as black, and it will automatically select that. So we can have a lot more customization in that setting. And you can also change the color of text within each of these. So if we want body text to be like this purplish pink inside of this one theme, if I go inside of the section color, select style 2, now you can see when I type, it automatically defaults to that color, which is really cool. So let's close up color and go to text next. As you can see, we have select text style. I just like to have it as normal. That's just easy. If you hover over this little eye to the right of many of these things, you can get a preview of what that might look like, what each size looks like, which is super useful. But I just want my entire fonts over my entire website to be Kutiv Mono, select the size as 12, and just pretty much keep it very simple, but you can customize all these. For images, you have a lot more options. So you can select a header image to show as the background for the header sections, a logo, a favicon, all that stuff that you could do before, but now it's just more centralized in one place and can be applied to the entire site. Going down again, we have navigation. So you have all these different options for a background. As you can see, we can preview it here so you can see what it looks like when you scroll down at the top. So for example, I like to keep it transparent up at the top so it just stays white, but if you want it to be a different color, you can uncheck that. It becomes black right here, and then you can change it to, you know, whatever horrible color you want. That's why I like to keep it transparent. I just think it looks cleaner, but you do have all those different options, and as you can see when you hover over them, it keeps that color. So I like to keep it black because it looks cool with that black and white, but you have a lot of different options there. And then you can also change what your selected page looks like. So when you click on one of these headers here, you can choose what it looks like. I like to keep it bold. I think it looks cool when you just have that bolded, but now you can add different things like background color, underlined, foreground color, all those things. So for example, let's just say we want a background color there and we want the color to be like a bluish color. So when you select a certain page, it's clearly shown through that, which makes it a lot more obvious where you're navigated on the site. And honestly, I kind of like having this foreground color or the underline. I think they look pretty cool to show what page you're on. I think that helps a lot rather than just having it bold. So I might actually do a foreground color and change it to like a red or something, just so you can see what page you're on. I don't know, I think that looks kind of clean. And then the last area of customization is components. So if you click on that, you can see you can choose different styles again, like I had before, but you're able to choose the different color styles for buttons, dividers, links, and image carousels. So for buttons, as you can see, you can get a little preview here, what it looks like with a filled button. You can see it's that black color. If I change it to something like a blue, you can see now it has a blue filled background. The same goes with outline. You can change the outline, the text button, all those things. And then for the divider, of course, you can see you have a divider here. You can change the color with this as well. So we can go with like a green, you get a nice green divider, and then you can change the line weight. So if you want it to 2, be nice and thin, or you want it 5, get it a bit thicker. That just changes it. More customization again. And then with the links, you can change what they look like. So as you can see here, the link is just in this black color, underlined like links usually are, but if you want it like a normal blue type link, you can see it looks like that. And then the same with the image carousel, you can change the color of the dots here to show what slide you're on. So we could go with like a little bit of an orange color. There you go, orange dot. So this update isn't super massive, but I still think it's a really important thing that I'm really glad they finally included, because it gives you so many different options about customization and really makes it easier to build your site once everything is just defaulted. So when you add a new page or new text, it just makes it a lot quicker because all your settings and all the things you want are already built in there, and you don't have to change it for each individual aspect of your site. So I'm really glad they added it. It speeds it up a lot. And thank you as always for watching. I really appreciate it. If you like this video, be sure to like, share, and subscribe down below, and I will see you all next time.